Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, and the Middle East. So up to my thinking, I think this gathering, if we can settle something for sustainable meetings for this gathering, it can be the beginning for spreading this knowledge of future studies and for contributing in future literacy, or this discipline. There are many on the Arab level, or there are many on the African levels, but they're not this. There's no this coherence doesn't exist in these associations. So South Africa have many associations for future studies also. In Sub-Saharan Africa also they have. But these linkages, what we are doing now, what we have been doing in the past 2 days, was these linkages. So if we are discussing something of cooperation, I think we have to discuss who are the main actors in each country and which country or which actor can contribute to do some work with others. There were some discussions, informal discussions between us, but maybe in this stage we can discuss this loudly. So according to these actors in their countries.
Can I just explain something before we move to Dr. Khaled? In our first workshop, the idea of having those meetings is not just to have an event. The idea is to search, we as an aspiring organization, we are looking for like-minded partners. And partners can be individuals who are interested, supporters, passionate, organizations, you name it. One of the key issues by bridging with Africa is just the objective that we have in mind, and I mentioned this in May in my mind, is to stop looking at Eurocentric, that's an underlying message, to stop looking at models elsewhere, for example Eurocentric or the US, not necessarily because they're bad, it's just we have to stop for a while, think that there is the world, and we can learn from that world and exchange knowledge, and knowledge that's functional. I do realize that sometimes we're going to get a reaction kind of, this is not, there isn't such a thing, this is a daydreaming exercise. If we can demonstrate that it's not, and in various contexts it's been helping really a movement in a favorable direction, then we have succeeded, I think, in a way. So this is the purpose of seizing this opportunity of having such a wide spectrum of representation among people who usually don't get together. There is a problem in bridging between the Middle East and a culture in Africa. We know so little, you know so little, we need to learn together, and also opening up to the rest of the world in terms of learning. And future studies, I think, is something that we all are concerned about, because that's us, our children, our families, and our livelihoods later. So this is the objective.
Thank you. We have thought of some things that we can do together. Starting with the first point, talking about going back and promoting what we have learned here. To be honest with you, I don't feel that I'm really confidently anchored in the new subject yet. So one practical suggestion is to think of creating a knowledge base, an knowledge base that we can all access, on which can be available not only the material that we have seen here, but also up to date. It can be updated regularly with whatever presentations, books, all these kinds of things. So this is one suggestion, which is about knowledge, that Lamia mentioned. Second suggestion is about, actually, I'll tell you what came to my mind when Ray was talking about all these interesting experiences in Ireland and Thailand and so on, of imagining that there is a possibility to just have an internship training, so that I become a sort of assistant trainer or something like that, and will go and see things happening. It becomes like a sort of an on-job training, or kind of co-training. And I don't know, maybe it's a virtual idea, but maybe we can also think about it if it is possible. for the group if we think that we want to invest in the capacities, not only the knowledge but also the capacities of the group in promoting, practically promoting future studies and knowledge level. The third idea, Lana already talked about, which is keeping the platform and the network through a diverse program of activities that we can all take the initiation to contribute to. So in each country, I mean, for example, I teach at the American University in Cairo. I definitely, once I know I'm more in command of what we can do together, I can suggest something like a sort of a conference or a symposium or whatever, and then look for who can support it at the EC, and then possibility also to support the group to come and attend. And I think also the other organizations can think similarly. The fourth idea, the last one, is if to help FSF and maybe the UNESCO also to really quickly following this event is to do some sort of institutional mapping and analysis, just to it's like stakeholder mapping. So you outline our institutions, their capacities, their interests, and maybe get in contact back again to each one of us, asking questions about what we can do, what we cannot do, and things like that. Thank you.
Moi, je voudrais vraiment vous dire merci pour cette opportunité que vous avez donnée ces jours-ci. C'est vraiment une grande joie pour nous au niveau du Bureau national de la prospective et de la veille stratégique en Côte d'Ivoire. Notre structure est rattachée au cabinet du ministre d'État, ministre du Plan et du Développement. Et depuis plus de 3 ans, nous suivons de près les sites de l'IRES. Nous apprécions les débats en termes d'intelligence collective. Nous apprécions énormément, et ça c'est à travers le site que je vois la connexion entre chercheurs, entre personnes de plusieurs horizons sur des thématiques bien définies. Ça nous inspire vraiment beaucoup de choses. Là, j'étais en train de discuter avec mes collègues, ne serait-ce que la semaine passée, pour l'opportunité d'une semaine ivoirienne de la prospective l'année prochaine, pour pouvoir diffuser la question. Parce que nous disons, en tout cas au bureau, que si on ne rêve pas, on ne peut pas bâtir. Ceux qui sont les riches de la société sont ceux qui ont eu un idéal et qui étaient prêts à faire un sacrifice pour atteindre cet idéal. C'est ceux qui sont les plus bien placés. Et notre société vraiment en a besoin, mais c'est bien sûr la Côte d'Ivoire a vécu ces dernières années des crises économiques, mais aussi crise politique au cours de ces dernières années. Et souvent en période de crise, on pense à l'immédiat, on pense à l'urgence. Ce sont des questions de désarmement, ce sont des questions de réinsertion qui préoccupent plutôt les personnes, plutôt que de penser au long terme. Pourtant, c'est en période de crise ou à la sortie de la crise qu'il faut réfléchir durablement à son futur. Et vraiment, c'est une opportunité pour nous. C'est une opportunité pour nous d'être là. Je le dis parce que ces dernières années, même depuis l'accession du pays à l'indépendance, nous sommes à notre 4e étude nationale prospective qu'on vient de terminer, qui est dénommée Côte d'Ivoire 2040. Mais le volet de prospective sectorielle, thématique sur des sujets assez stratégiques, comme la question de l'eau, la question de l'urbanisation, ce sont des choses qu'on ne développe pas assez, en tout cas chez nous. Et en tout cas, vous parlez de collaboration, c'est bien de décentraliser ce genre de forum et de vous retrouver aussi au sud. Pourquoi pas à Abidjan un jour? Ça serait tout à fait intéressant pour nous, pour nous et nos décideurs, surtout nos décideurs, de voir que ce n'est pas une affaire de quelques personnes, de quelques individus, que c'est une affaire très sérieuse. Et que si on ne s'assoit pas autour vraiment d'une table pour réfléchir sérieusement à son futur, on ne peut pas aller loin. C'est pour ça que j'ai apprécié vraiment ces exercices qu'on a vus ces 2 jours. Là, la deuxième séance, on a tout à fait créé. Moi, je pensais que le futur qu'on allait inventer, c'était un futur vraisemblable.